All right, folks, welcome back to PrepperNow. I want to talk to you today about some interesting developments. We are now, of course, starting to get under the hood of what was going on for the last 4 years. And seems like the further we open up that hood, the worse it gets. So they've got Mr. Musk is, new buddies with Mr. Trump, and they are going in and they're checking things out. They're seeing what they're working with. It's big government with a lot of money. And so because of that, well, they're looking for stuff. And what they have found has been kind of alarming. So they're auto-paying everyone. They're not really checking things out. They're not doing their due diligence. And I mean, what do you expect? The government, for many years, I would imagine, has just been writing checks, blank checks, whatever checks, to go out into the larger world and to fund all of the wonderful little pet projects that they fund. Well, as we go further and further down the road to ruin via our debt, you got to take a look at this stuff. Well, Elon and his group of merry whatevers are in there doing that. They're looking around. And that is, of course, DOGE, Department of Government, I forget what it's called, whatever. Put it in the thing. Efficiency, yeah. Department of Government Efficiency. They discovered, among other things, that payment approval officers at Treasury were instructed always to approve payments even to known fraudulent or terrorist groups. So we always get this big talk about how we can't shut down the government and how we have to let things going, or all these important people are not going to get their money. They're not going to get their stuff. And, sometimes you got to see who you're paying. Today I purchased a car, and we went over and we did the MVA in the proper way. Because that's just the way to do it. And if we don't know what's going on and they're not doing things in a proper way, that's a problem. So, highest-ranking Treasury official David A. LeBrick is resigning rather than complying with a request by DOGE for access to audit where they have sent and spent trillions of dollars a year. Why would career bureaucrats fear an audit by Elon Musk and DOGE and where we can save money? Well, that's because we know what they've been doing. They've been doing nefarious, nasty crap. I watched this video earlier today, and it's kind of made the rounds, and it's at the handover of power thing, and there is Mr. Joe sitting there, smiling, big look on his face of, thank God it's over. And Baron Trump comes rolling over, and he just leans in and says a few words to our former president. And Biden's face changes from one of happiness and glee to one of concern. And then Baron moves on, and Melania goes over to his mother, and she says something to him. But they had a lip reader come out and read what he said. And supposedly Barron leaned in and said, "It's on," as in we're coming after you. And then Melania turned around and so according to this lip reader, try to be nice, something like that. So maybe there's a lot of dead bodies in the Treasury and other places that they're going to find out. A lot of dead financial bodies. So Absolutely insane. They've been spending profligately billions and trillions of dollars. You know there's massive amounts of fraud. Are they going to find friends and family we're doing stuff? Is this why maybe there was that preemptive, which we were warned in 2020? Oh, Trump, don't do it. Don't preemptively. That's illegal. They can't do that. It looks guilty. And then what happens? Biden does it. Yep. David LeBrick is a decades-long Treasury official. And he had a dispute. And here we are. So he quit after a clash over them, just trying to find some payments. That's all. What are you trying to hide, Mr. LeBrick? What were you told to do? So, yeah. Another story I read was the GSA. And Elon Musk is going after them, too. And the GSA is the, I think it's General Services Administration. Yeah. Yep, he's going after them next. They manage the federal offices and all that kind of stuff. So what they're doing, essentially, guys, is they're going in and they're going after all of the middle management people that were writing the checks, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, sending out the fraudulent money to terror groups in the Middle East, that kind of thing. And this is all done by Elon and DOGE. They're going after the GSA next. I love Yahoo's calling him a fascism enthusiast. What are they all worried about? What are they worried about? Why? Like, what does that have to do? Check this article out. This is Yahoo Finance. Tech CEO and fascism enthusiast reportedly spent Thursday afternoon in the General Services Administration's headquarters and met with the agency's acting administrator. The New York Times reports GSA manages federal offices and acts as the government's procurement arm. This idiot that wrote, it probably wasn't even a person, it's probably a computer. Does he understand what fascism is? Because Benito Mussolini is the one that created the fascism form of government. It is effectively what happens when corporate entities and the government come together to subjugate and act in an authoritarian way. Kind of sounds more like what was going on before the current administration got there. Now, could they devolve into such a thing? Absolutely. We don't want that. But the fact is that the people that are really starting to get worried are concerned that there's a microscope going in with some needle-nosed, tweezers to pluck out any little nuggets of nasty so they can check it and possibly wreck it. I think it's great because I'm hoping they go in and they stop some terrible payments and stop some things that are hurting us. Get our money back. So, tell me what you think in the comments. You happy about all this? I know I am. Other than that, friends, God bless. Stack, stock, stick to the plan. Keep your head in the soil and your powder dry. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for coming by. PrepperNow. God bless.